like him singing this.
Yeah, I think it's like him singing it.
Yeah.
新年快乐！大家好，我是英国杰克，这是我亲爱的妈妈。
大家好，我是英国老妈。
今天我们要听一听周深唱，不仅请笃信一个梦，而且也要听 This Is Me. So wow, Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
It's a bumper year this year. As Zhou Shun, incredibly the hardest working Chinese singer superstar that we've ever known. Do you know how many songs he sang on New Year's Eve, Mum?
No, how many?
He sang 7 个 songs on New Year's Eve. So, wow, incredible. And we're hoping to today react to 2 of them. Oh, by the way, guys, Mum's just reminded me that isn't 7. What is 7, Mum?
That.
All right, your Chinese is getting better than mine. Oh. So, Mum, the 2 songs that we're going to be listening to Zhou Shun perform to today is 请笃信一个梦, Please Believe in a Dream, which is from the Chinese film 姜子牙, and we're also listening to one of the West film songs, which is This Is Me from The Greatest Showman, which was a super popular film, certainly in the UK where we are.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you've seen it before, right? You enjoy it?
Yes, yes.
And it's got Hugh Jackman in. So we know This Is Me is a fabulous song, so we can't wait. But before we listen to it, let's do a little bit of background just so we can appreciate the song that bit more. So the first song we're going to listen to Zhou Shun perform is 请笃信一个梦, which in English, Mum, is Please Believe in a Dream. And that is from a Chinese fantasy film called 姜子牙, which in English I think has a super interesting name, which is The Legend of Deification.
Wow, The Legend of Deification. That's a rather unusual word, deification. So human beings turning into gods.
Yeah, it's we don't use that word very often. It's a very advanced academic word, and it gives a sense of supernatural and fantastical and gods. For someone to become deified, it is for them to process up to being supernatural, whether that's God or an angel or a saint or a mythical beast.
Yes.
So I really like it as a name, though. It does strike a chord in English. I don't know what 姜子牙 strikes a chord for you guys, but for us it strikes a chord.
This first song is sung in Chinese, but ahead of schedule we've had a look at the translation of the lyrics and we really like them. We just wanted to share with you 1 or 2 lines that we particularly liked. So my favourite was the line, being able to meet anywhere, anytime is already enough. This line of being enough really means a lot to me. At this moment I'm doing quite a lot of research in terms of self-acceptance, and the idea of being enough, being sufficient as we already are in this moment, this place, this time is really important, and so that line really spoke out to me.
Really resonated, yeah. So the one that I'd written down that I thought was really nice, I'll read to you now. It says, 终于开始学会眷恋这个人间, which in English is, I finally began to learn to love this world, which the English of it struck a chord with me. And I do think as you get older, which is, I'm starting to get older, actually life does become a lot more easy as you accept your own weaknesses and your own strengths and your place within the world. You start to care a little bit less about the insecurities that you had before and you're more content. I think that's something that Zhou Shun represents, and I think that's why emotionally people like to watch him. It's not just for his fabulous voice, there's a relatable period of transformation in his career and in his life and demonstrated through his music, and it is about that. He's accepted to love the world despite those insecurities he had that we've mentioned before, you know, whether he's too short for the musical industry or he has a female voice that's not typically male, all these types of things. So yeah, we thought the translation of those lyrics were something interesting to share with you guys. Alright then, so that's the background of 请笃信一个梦. We will talk further about This Is Me from The Greatest Showman after we've had a listen to Please Believe in a Dream. Sounds good?
Sounds great.
Let's go. 周深 performing 请笃信一个梦 Please Believe in a Dream. This, Mum, is 姜子牙 the film that we were talking about earlier, The Legend of Deification, which as we can see is a cool animated film. Looks like a good animation, right?
Excellent, yeah.
And it's 最美的夜 Bilibili 晚会, which is Bilibili's New Year's Eve celebration that maybe next year, once coronavirus is over, we can attend. Wow, look at that stage.
Listen to that voice.
Wow, I like the white outfit against the blue background. I mean, the stage is magnificent.
Wow.
It's nice that the blue lights in the background.
The stage is moving around.
Yeah, it's fabulous. They've got the Bilibili logo on their heads. You could tell that was going to be a big build-up, couldn't you? Whoa. How are they doing that? Is it with smoke or graphics? Guys, how are they doing that? That looks unreal. How are they doing that?
I don't know.
Is it real? Is it edited? That was the part that you like. Who's this?
This is from the film, I think.
Yeah.
Sounds like a child.
Yeah. I don't understand how they're doing that. It's like magic. That's the part that I like. Wow, so what a magnificent New Year's Eve performance with Please Believe in a Dream, and that almost was a dream. 请笃信一个梦. The hell was happening with those graphics? They're some of the best graphics I've ever seen.
Do you think if you were in the audience, it would look the same? I can't work it out.
Yeah, we're really confused. Was it graphically edited, like in post-video production, or was it
Live?
holograph, or was it smoke that they were projecting digital lights on, so it made the kind of swerving things? It was like nothing we've ever experienced before.
No, I must say I was so taken with the visuals of the song. I couldn't really concentrate on the song. But one thing I did like, Joshun's beautiful white silk outfit, and then the diamante brooch, and he had a diamante belt.
Right.
I thought he looked really cool.
What's diamante?
Sparkling jewels, diamonds.
I don't know anything about clothes. Yeah, I agree with you about the visuals. Actually, I would say the visuals overpowered Joseon, which is a bloody hard thing to do. It wasn't a song that you could actually hear his voice super clearly on, because also the audio of the background music was very powerful, and so it didn't give Joseon that opportunity to demonstrate his tremendous range. That being said, he still did a great job with it. But the visuals, I mean, I say it again, that stage was just magnificent.
Yeah, it was something else.
Yeah, I mean, clearly they value Joseon as a performer to put that level of effort and stage production to support him, and as they should do, because he's great. But that is not the end of today's video, because now we're gonna react to This Is Me from The Greatest Showman. Right then, Mum, so next up is Joseon, and he's singing in our native language, so we're not gonna need to look at the lyrics. The background of this song, you've actually already seen the film The Greatest Showman, and so it's a really powerful song, This Is Me, that talks about accepting yourself, about people with different personalities and different character traits and uniqueness. You know, that is a really valuable thing.
I love this song. I love the music of the song, but I really love the lyrics and that idea, and it fits into the last song about being enough. That idea of just accepting who you are and being yourself, and everybody's got a place on this earth and everybody has a value. I really like it. I find it a really upbeat and really motivational.
So in my research for this song, I did want to see who the original singer was from the film, and it's a lady called Keela Seattle, and she's from Hawaii.
Yes.
Yeah, and she's a really interesting lady and a very powerful performance, and I just want to give you a snippet of her practicing for the original thing because it's so uplifting, the energy that her and her collaborators are putting into it. So I'm just going to give you a quick watch of that now.
I won't let them break me just because I know that there's a place for us. Warrior, warrior. And the sharpest words wanna cut me down.
Gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be.
This is me.
So yeah, as you can see from the clip there of Keela Seattle, she's a fabulous singer and puts a load of energy and passion into it, even inspiring me and you to sing. And she has a connection to the UK. She's from Hawaii herself, but her father's British.
Ah, right.
But yeah, this is such an uplifting, powerful song, and we're really excited to see how Joseon sings it and what he can do with this magical song. So just before we start, Joseon does say some words of encouragement before he starts singing that I wanted to share with you. And those are, he says, accept that you are different from everyone else, as this may be your greatest weapon. And then he says, 我们一起加油吧，好吗? So, let's go together.
Oh, I love those words.
He says it in Chinese, I just obviously pre-translated it.
Oh, I love that, and that fits with accepting yourself and being enough. Fabulous, Joseon.
Okay, let's take a listen.
大家
Okay,
好，
then here we go.
我叫周深，大家辛苦啦！
Watch it out.
大家好，Joseon，
第二
大家
首歌给大
辛苦了。
家唱到一首，觉得是非常有意义的一首歌，叫做《This
So
Is
it's
Me》。
got a lot of
大
meaning,
家
this
很
song.
多时候要
Yes,
接
it's
纳
me.
自己和别人的不一样，因为那个可能也是你最力的武器。我们一起加油
That's
好
him
吗？
just saying, yeah. You're not the same as other people, but actually, this could be your greatest weapon. And Joseon's a perfect example of that. He's not like any other singer, is he?
No.
He's used that uniqueness to his advantage, where he's conquering the world right now.
Oh, orchestra.
Oh, lovely. We love it when there's a live orchestra.
I'm not a stranger to the dark.
Sounds good from the start.
The sick, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've not to be the shield of all my scars. Run away, the sick.
Oh,
No other love you as you
That's
are.
upsetting.
But I won't let them break me down to dust.
There we go,
I
that's
know
more
that
upbeat.
There's a place for us, for we are glorious.
That's nice, isn't it? Glorious.
it's almost religious.
Sharpest walls wanna calm me down.
Who sings it better? Me or
I'm
Joseon?
standing firm when I'm drowning out.
I am brave, I am bruised.
I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching out to the beat I drum. I'm not scared.
live saxophone singing as well.
Wow, look at the size of the orchestra.
Another run of bullets hits my skin.
Oh, he's getting into it
Fly
now.
away, 'cause today I won't let them sing singing. We get bruised through the barricades.
Feel the strength in his character now, like,
His pronunciation is really good.
I'll let them bring me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us. For we are glorious.
I love that bit.
Yeah, that's so good. That's his power, right?
I'm gonna set it flow when I'm drumming out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am
So hard for me not to sing along.
This is me. Look out, 'cause here I
Oh no, I sang it a bit.
In the marching down to the beat I draw. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
He's liking singing this.
Yeah, I think it's like he's singing it.
Yeah.
This is me. And I know that I deserve your love. There's nothing I want more than love. When the sharpest walls wanna cut me down, I'm gonna set it flow, gonna drown me now. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be, this is me. Look out, 'cause here I go.
It's a really empowering song, isn't it? It makes you feel good about yourself.
The tune is good, and the words are...
I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. There's nothing I want more than love. This is me.
Ooh. It is you. So that was Joshun, The Greatest Showman, singing This Is Me from The Greatest Showman. Gosh, what did we think of that, Mum?
Oh, I can't find the words for that. That was truly, truly glorious.
Yeah, that was shivers down the spine. That for me was so much better than the first song. The first song was good, but that was like different class. I felt really a bit emotional listening to that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such an empowering song, and I've got to give huge credit to the authors that wrote the original lyrics, because they're so empowering. It's a spiritual sensation it gives to you. And the opening lyrics are so upsetting about feeling ashamed of your scars.
Yes.
I'd not watched the film before. I forgot that it starts off in that kind of negative vibe, but then it builds to the positive. And I challenge anybody to watch that and not feel better about themselves afterwards, even the people that think so poorly of themselves. So I loved it.
Yeah, I really liked it. And it starts with shame, and that feeling of shame of not even being acceptable to your own self is just horrible. And to overcome that is fabulous.
And like we said, we felt that Joshun embodied that song more than the first one. He enjoyed it, he was energized by it, he was activated by it. You could see in his body movements that I think that he is an emblem for what that song's trying to say.
Yes.
He's had that insecurity about not fitting in, not being right for the music industry, and he's overcome it. And he's not just overcome it, he's leveraged it and weaponized it to his own advantage. I mean, that's now something that he stands upon, a platform of his difference to raise above everyone else. And
to become the greatest showman.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we can't say any more than that, can we?
No.
Can we give any more higher praise and say you've become the greatest showman?
No.
No. So in this video today, you got to see me sing a little bit, and that was incredible. But there's only one thing that could be more incredible than listening to me sing. What would that be, Mum?
That would be to like and subscribe.
对，如果你喜欢这期视频，请给我们点赞和关注我们的频道。Mum, I noticed you laughed when I said my singing was incredible. What did that laugh mean?
It just meant, Jack, you are the greatest showman.
Well, the second greatest showman.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Right, I guess we'll leave it there then.
Okay.
Harder. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
3, 2. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna say... You tapped to the wrong beat. Okay.
This is the hardest work I've done all year.